Elephant in the room, off the bat, we're sitting on different sides. We might be switching every other month, depending on if Kim likes this too, because that is my good side, the left. So if I look marginally worse...
I just feel like she doesn't get to choose, you know. I have never really paid attention to what my good side is.
But suddenly, now she wants to try.
I want to see.
I'm like, she comes over, it was so sneaky too. And she just set her laptop down on that side. I was like, oh no, like
it's
you're on
right
this
here.
side. She goes, no, I'm gonna try this one.
I'm gonna sit here.
So we might do a share, and if she
We'll
does
see.
like it, I will get next month, which she did say she was gonna get Christmas, which seemed kind of like mean
Fair.
of her
No, fair.
to say that.
Totally fair. I love Christmas.
It's fine, I will get the new year. Welcome back to the October issue of Calendar Girls with Kim and Tess.
I'm Kim.
That would make me Tess. We're so happy to have you, and happy to have one mic this time around, and
yes.
less audio issues, and just a smoother process. We're so excited. We were actually shocked at how much fun we had in the last podcast, because
For sure.
as we said in that one, we never expected to be doing a podcast in the first place. So the fact that it went off well and everyone liked it, and we actually had a great time doing it.
We did. Yeah.
Flying colors, in my opinion.
But it's October.
But it's October, and we have so much to talk to you about. But we're gonna figure it out. So thank you for bearing with us.
New, ta-da!
Oh, the other elephant in the room, my hair. That was another huge takeaway from the podcast. I had asked Mom after it had come out and everything. I was like, because it's just a long process to watch like an hour of footage, and I was like, what did you think? What were your takeaways? Like, we were rushing to get it out since you didn't know, but it was a bit of a last minute decision.
You're not going here,
And she was like, I just feel like you might want to cut your hair. And I had the same thought, so it wasn't coming out of the blue that I was like,
So I'm not getting all the credit.
No, but she was like, I loved it. However, huge takeaway, and I'm here prepping, like, oh my god, like, was there, like, did she not like something? Did it not land?
First thoughts,
and her first thoughts were honest.
Cut your hair.
She was like, I would cut your hair, and it was a great decision, because, yeah, it did feel, which honestly would have been appropriate for the October episode. I felt very Cousin It. And it was almost wrong of me to cut my hair ahead of them.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like that's a vibe.
I could do the
that
whole...
we're going for.
Well, what if we were to dress up for this episode? I would have been in costume without even trying. So, now that we have our admin out of the way, we're going to jump right into it. So now that you feel settled in the space, we've talked about the haircut, we've talked about the seating.
And for those of you who are just joining us, our Calendar Girls is about it's not about a season overall. It's about breaking the seasons down month by month, because every month has something unique to offer and things that we get excited about that are unique. I said unique, but special to that month.
Exactly.
So, and that's what we're talking about. Like, what are we excited about for October?
Well, because that was the craziest thing. When we were starting this, we're like, actually, fall is like, there's so many different parts of fall. Like, there's apple picking, and then you get your pumpkins, and then you watch Halloween movies, but you also watch, like, just fall movies.
Well, and the leaves are changing, and there's so much tailgating.
Yeah.
Football season is just starting to ramp up. Like, there's so many great things about fall, but every month, delivers something different.
Totally. And we don't want to miss even a second of it. So
we're all about the moments.
Here we are. And October, it's so exciting to, like, be in it and be talking about it, because October is one of my favorite months. You can quote me on this. I probably will say that for every month, apart from maybe March. Sorry, March. We'll give it to you when we get to you.
Oh, come on. Emma was born in March. Sorry, Emma.
I love my sister. She's the best part about March. I'm not going to beat us to the March, timeline here, but I'll have plenty to say when we get to March. But October, different story.
But why? Because it's my birthday?
Because it's Kim's birthday.
My
There's
wedding
so
anniversary.
much. We love Mr. Kim and Tess. He's a part of it. But yes, I've always been a Halloween person.
Nice breeze coming in.
I know. I was going to say, it's a little... Although it is October, we had some really awesome cool days in September, and it feels like October is kind of playing a little back and forth game with us. It's a little warmer than it has been. but we needed to dress the part, which is why Mom's wearing suede and I'm wearing a denim shirt.
And we're
so
drinking cool
wine. Near iced
Sancerre
wine. So if you're drinking with us, this is Sancerre, yes. And we would highly recommend. But
we're making scallops later, and
exactly, and you'll see that
when in Rome.
When in Rome. But yeah, all that to be said, so many exciting things in October. If you're crazy like me, you've probably been celebrating Halloween since mid-July. But for those who are true Halloween in October celebrators, we've made it, everyone. It's time, and we've got so much on the horizon.
Right, and so now we can officially watch Emma's favorite Halloween movie. Because she will not shut us down this month.
No, I know. Yeah, we mentioned this in the last Calendar Girls, that we were not allowed to watch spooky movies. Apart from, we watched Practical Magic 3 times already.
We did.
But yeah, now it's societally acceptable to watch my sister's favorite, which is Hocus Pocus. I love all of the movies for a different reason.
I have to get Lily home from college to watch Monster House.
Oh my God. That one holds such a special place in my heart. If you've never seen it,
you have
first
to watch
you're going to be like, what is this? But then it is just such a,
it's a classic.
It's hilarious. It's so nostalgic. It's so funny.
Well, we were always like thrown that Lily, our tiniest, youngest, liked the
scariest
spooky movies. It's not spooky. It's just a little scary.
Well, there's some darker parts to it.
Yeah.
But we're definitely like Halloween Town, Nightmare Before Christmas, we love. That I also have seen debated as being a Christmas movie. In what world? 3/4 of the movie is Halloween. If anything, I'm like, I could see it being kind of like Thanksgiving, where it's like transitional, but
I feel like it's...
You think you would watch that at Christmas?
No.
Okay, exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. I'm like, there's no way Mom would be like, let's watch Nightmare Before Christmas now, when we're also watching like Home Alone and, the classics. But yeah, so many amazing Halloween movies, and that is such a huge part of October for us. We love...
Also, it's time to pull out the sweaters.
Oh my God.
Not today.
No. Unfortunately.
Not today.
But
have you switched your closets? I have. Yes.
Working on it.
All the really cool fall stuff is just getting touched right now, and I'm very happy about that.
Yes, me too.
And the leaves are changing, so that's a great sign. By my birthday, mid-October.
Are you like checking to make sure?
Oh, no. I've been doing a temperature check through the neighborhood.
The tops are all... Yeah, well, every time Mom drives me back and forth, she's like, okay, we're all like, it's changing.
Well, she's from a generation where people don't look out the window. You have to look out the window, Tess.
I'm the one who says they're changing every time. I'm like, they're changing a little bit more, and you're like, slowly but surely.
What about when I said that tree we love in New York that we sit under and the leaves fall on the white tablecloth is already gold and the leaves are dropping? I said it.
Yes.
I said it.
But I also said it. I'm, again, the fall, Halloween, October lover. I'm seeing when those leaves are changing because that means a lot for me. That means Halloween is coming.
Yes.
Got to start picking out our costumes.
I just hope October takes its time.
Well, it's supposed to this year. I mean, we've seen that the leaves are at their best. Earlier. It did. Well, not now, though. So I think now it's taking its time.
You moved home from New York, and she had the best pre-fall introduction because New York is like a hotbox steam pit.
Steam pit is actually a really great way to say that.
Yes, I've been there.
Hotbox steam pit. It is.
But it was exceptionally, we had no humidity. You got a bonus fall, I feel.
Well, I got a pre-fall where I got excited about fall. And now I'm thoroughly in fall, especially October. So I'm like, you know what? It could be hot and I'm still feeling the spirit of fall. And then we're going to get it again. I'm just hoping it's not this huge pendulum swing where then it's the kids are wearing the Under Armour
We've done it.
costumes. Yeah, that really ruined my time. I was like, Mom, you don't understand. Pirates don't wear layers like that. They didn't have this. And she's like, well, they also... This pirate does. They're also in the Caribbean and you're in Ohio. So I think we just need to check our priorities a little bit here.
Right.
But yeah, I think we should...
Yeah, what are you looking forward to? I mean, I'm
a little
changing
bit of everything.
My makeup, which I feel like it feels good. I just got a great manicure. The color.
I love the color of that. What would you even describe? It's like terracotta almost?
It's called Treat Yourself. Not gonna lie, it is.
Did not see that coming. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
No, I do too. It's like kind of butterscotchy.
Fall
No, it
colors,
looks really
but
nice.
It's got a little red
looks
in it.
really nice.
What, do you have a problem with my treat yourself?
No, I'm not
That's what
treating
it's called.
myself is the thing. I'm treating myself to a good clipping of my nails. So, but they're strong, which is great. No,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mine
I'm
are pretty,
just
and yours are strong.
you're gonna listen to this back and be like, was I being?
I
And
know.
I'm gonna be like, no. And now I'm like, maybe. No, I think I'm just really into my hair right now. So I'm really excited to like try out the different looks for October with it. Like maybe half up, half down, we'll see. And I'm just like a Canadian tuxedo, as you can see, all the way. But when the temperature actually fits this vibe, that's gonna be awesome. But I don't know, I mean, with October, there's not really a way to dress like spooky on the daily, if you get what I'm saying. But I try to lean more into that kind of like, I don't know, like for my birthday party, which was last weekend, I always do a Halloween themed birthday, and I wore like a lace dress with like a black kind of bodysuit situation underneath and tall black boots. And I was like, this is like October in a look, and it felt great. So not that I'm wearing that on the regular, but that's kind of the vibe. But outside of like beauty,
But I also feel like October is just the classic, autumnal vibes.
Totally.
It's time to
Yeah.
just pull out that favorite sweater and favorite pair of jeans and the boots. The boots, it's so fun to put boots on again.
I'm such a boot person in general, I've realized, whether it's like a heeled boot or just a flat boot. Like when we went apple picking, I was wearing like just a tall kind of like mucking about boot. And I was like, this is
That's
fashion.
fall. Yeah. That's fall.
And
That's LL Bean fall, what you had
total
on.
LL Bean fall. And
Yeah, so what are we
it.
doing in our homes? I just read this great article about if you were going, how do I make my kitchen more of a professional kitchen?
True.
And this great advice from these chefs, but they're like, do a mise en place approach, which means
Well, it's basically,
less is more.
less is more, setting yourself up for success. And, if you're somebody who doesn't cook super regularly or is like intimidated by cooking regularly, this is something my mom has always done, which is, at least in the last many years. Setting yourself up for success, you kind of prep everything, pull everything out, have it all measured, and then when it's actually time to toss everything together and cook, it's like such a more relaxing, organized process than the chaos it could be.
Right. The overall idea of it is everything in its place. And I think it applies to the kitchen and the home in general.
Absolutely.
And I really feel like that in these months, these fall months.
Yeah.
Because it's like the summer space. You're not inside a lot. So it gets kind of neglected.
Absolutely.
And it's time to pull back because these are the months that we're going to cozy in.
Well, and
so
you are inside all the time.
So it's nice to prep the space, everything in its place. Get rid of the clutter. It makes cooking easier. It makes living easier. It makes creating easier.
Well, I saw someone say, and it's such a good rule of thumb, and I think it, I feel like I'm going to sound a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical, because I haven't been doing this. But in theory, it's a great idea, and it leans on that, is like one thing in, one thing out. So you are a lot more selective and purposeful about like what you buy, and more specifically applies to the closet. But it's like when you do buy something and you love it, then you look through and you're kind of like, okay, what do I not feel the same way about as I do with this item?
Yeah.
Because if you're so excited for that and you're like, this is worth getting rid of something else, it kind of gives you an exact point of comparison to be like, okay, well, I love this so much. What am I like not loving as much as this? And then you get to kind of like keep rotating your closet without feeling like you're doing this huge project every once in a while. Like, it's just little bits. I haven't done that. I've yet to put that into practice, but the time will come.
She will.
Because
I have faith.
Because I've been getting rid of so many things in droves.
Right.
And it's still kind of uncovering
Right.
this is something that I haven't tried on forever. Maybe the last time I did, I loved it. Maybe
and
I
then
don't
you
now.
have more room for everything in its place, mise en place.
Exactly.
But also, back to my point about the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and just the home in general. So back to this article I read, which was so fabulous, is people assume you need, like a chef's kitchen has everything and its brother and its mother that
And its
someone
cousin
who's cooking might need.
Yeah.
And in reality, you can do so much with less. And
Yeah.
it was fun to examine the gadgets and what they were talking about that people think they need, and you so don't. Like
Yeah.
a knife could do the job of 12 things
Well, I
that
remember
are
when, like,
clogging up your drawer.
we got you years ago, like before
So
I was really
thanks.
tuned into, before I was like living life like my mom, and I was like, that is not something she'd like. It was just like, oh my god, my mom loves to cook, so I will get her something that you use to cook with, or something that I think will make her life easier. And it was something stupid, like a garlic, like takes the skin off of garlic.
The garlic peeler.
The garlic peeler, and you were just
The
like,
avocado slicer. These, well, also
the apple slicer,
You know-
and it's like you just don't, all, like, we meant very well, but you just don't need it. And like when you actually cook in the kitchen, you realize, like, I don't need 50 different, also really hard to clean objects.
Also, we have a lovely kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a chef's kitchen, but it's not spacious.
No.
So every inch counts, and you have a lovely kitchen, and in New York even less so.
Yeah.
But the point is you can accomplish all the same things. Same
Yeah.
thing in a closet, though. And
Absolutely.
coming back to what you were saying is, you don't need.
Got a little bug.
Where'd he come from?
He just landed on you that second. I was like, oh, no thank you. Anyway,
But you don't need. You need like one great tall boot.
Yeah.
You need one great slingback, maybe a second one if it's a seasonal color. That's
Well, because
just
listen, we love to
fun.
have fun.
Oh,
You know, we're
yeah,
gonna get something
but I'm
just for
saying,
fun.
like, you know, so I
Totally.
guess what we're saying, or what I'm bringing up, is that
Yeah, we're saying the
October is
same
a
thing.
good time. You know, people do all that in January, be introspective about how they can change things up, but I just feel so invigorated when the humidity drops and the temperature drops, and there's so much to look forward to with Halloween and the holidays
Absolutely.
and everything, and these weeks of October ahead of all of that, where you can just be introspective, calm down, make some comfort food, look at your closet, look at your kitchen, look at your space. This is the time to do it because there's no pressure right
No.
now.
Well, there was an article that you had shared with me about how people are kind of like, which we feel the same way, and I'll elaborate on what I'm saying here. When Mom had sent it to me, it was about this like fall lock-in, which is restructuring how everyone, you know, the whole idea is like, oh, the new year, new me. And they're like, actually, fall is the time to refresh, reset, because it's like
Which is
endings, new
Valid,
beginnings, which
without
we agree
a
with.
rigorous program.
But the idea was, yes, it was creating another structure that, in my opinion, much like unnecessary kitchen tools, is unnecessary. Because if you have something where you're like, well, the lock-in is from beginning of September to the end of December, it's these months, we're going to get this done, we're going to change who we are, we're going to get better with eating, drinking water, exercising.
We're going to journal.
We're going to be also very calm and quiet and soft and
We're
slow.
going to meditate.
And it's like...
And there's nothing wrong with any of those things.
But if you have an ending, you have an ending. If you're saying, like, we're locking in from this time to this time, then it's natural to feel like when that closes the loop, you're like, okay, well, what do I do now?
That is true, and also, if meditating or journaling or doing yoga or whatever you're doing you're locked in for feels more like a job than an actual internal experience where you're getting joy from it, then why are you doing it?
Well, and again, when she first sent it to me, we were talking about it between one another, and we were just like, why also, like, it sounds like you're being really hard on yourself during a time that should be about fun and family and, you know, just enjoying yourself and indulgence, everything in moderation. But like, to me, from September through December, it's such a magical time of like, it is back to school, and we talked about that for the September issue. It is productive.
Right,
but
like getting back to your calendar and your schedule.
Yeah, but like October is supposed to be kind of fun and whimsical, and then November it's cozying up and enjoying your food and like living a well-rounded life, and December is like magical and familial and whatever your family looks like. And it struck us a little bit to be like, our lock-in, our routine, our ritual really is these months in the way that we're talking through with you. There is no ending, there's no beginning, it's just a flow of who am I each month and who do I want to be next month. And then it's just a building on that.
Yes, what are we embracing about ourselves or about our lives or about the people around us?
It's not like rigorous. It's not meant to break you. It's meant to just say like,
I mean, I'm all for self-improvement. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I think if you're
it has to be something that you personally
intense.
Are gaining joy from.
Yeah,
I think joy is the key word.
Absolutely.
And if you're not getting joy, something's ringing.
Someone's calling out of that car.
Oh,
I hear that a lot. They're like, "Hey, it's me." On my way home,
Joan, just got out of work.
Honey, I just got out of work. I'm heading home. I'm like, why are we screaming it with the windows open? Anyways, that's totally the point. It's like, we're 100% about self-improvement, but it felt like a little too much in one direction. But on that too, a lot of people I saw, we're talking a lot about pop culture is popping.
Bye, Joan.
Bye, Joan. See you, girl. It's interesting when you think about October, because I know whenever we in previous years have like hyped up the beginning of October on our socials, or, I've spoken about how I have spooky birthday parties or whatever, there's so many people in our comments and just like kind of the rhetoric online who are like, oh, but I miss October of my childhood. I wish they still felt like that. And, or you'll see like TikTok compilations of, remember this.
Same.
And I'm like, it makes me sad, and you feel the same way, and I know this because we've spoken about it, because it's like, although all of our childhood holidays, there's no disputing it, were magical in a really unique way that you really can't recreate, as hard as you try, because there's a level of kind of like mystery there.
Childhood in general.
Oh yeah, which no one's saying that, you can get it if you want it, and no one's trying hard enough.
But you can keep a part of that childlike spirit
alive.
Always.
So it's like when I see people saying that, I'm like,
60, and I totally have it.
I'm like, you can still dress up. Like, you can throw a little Halloween party. You can hand out candy to kids.
You can enjoy children's books and
watch
puzzles.
The movies, listen to the music.
Watch the movies.
Well, it's like, take what you loved about Halloween, about fill in the blank holiday, and do your best to replicate it in a way that you still can. And like,
that it feels authentic to you, but
very joyful. Yeah, and it's
you don't have to let go of that.
You don't have to give it up.
You can still hear the bells.
Exactly. And the beauty of it is, you are an adult and are running your own life. And if you want to get one of those kind of like kitschy little Halloween things from, I don't know, Target or Amazon or whatever, just to put on your mantle because it sparks joy, you can. So it's like, it's one of those things that's kind of what we live.
What about
romanticizing?
Even when Tess lived in New York, 9 times out of 10 she would be home for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Our neighborhood is very, the houses are close together.
It's very like suburban Midwest Halloween.
Well, yes, the kids are all out. Everybody's got the porch light on, and everybody's outside. No matter what the weather is.
Yeah.
There's fire pits in the driveways. There's whatever. And, you sit on your front steps or
it's very communal.
At the end of your driveway, and you hand out the candy, and you appreciate these darling little people and the bigger people the older kids who are still partaking, which you guys got a lot of heat for that.
Which is weird, and I know I will never do as a parent, because I was like, why are we like... we weren't even... I think I was 16 when I remember this happening, which might be old for some people.
Probably.
But Lily, my youngest sister, is 8 years younger
of our
than me.
family.
No,
right. So you have a younger sister.
I would go
and you're
with a
just
young person,
keeping it alive for her.
and we would all dress up as a group costume every year because there are 4 of us, and it was the light of my life.
But
best
it wasn't
time.
even just the 4 of you. Sometimes the group costume was you and 4 or 5 neighbors.
Oh, totally. Because we would also bring all of the kids along. But it was just...
And all of the families had little people like Lily and older people like Tess. And everyone was accepted and celebrated. And
until you got to that weird house that kind of gave you the look like, should I be giving you candy? And I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, this is like 5 cents
and it's
to you.
not really about the candy.
It's not about the candy.
It's about the experience.
If they knew how much, like, that night meant to me, maybe even more than Lily, I'd be like, you just enjoy what you want to enjoy. Life is short. Don't worry about other people's opinions about it, because I kept going.
It's irrelevant, and those opinions in the big picture mean
well, there were so many kids in my grade
nothing.
that didn't go.
I know.
And they wanted to. Exactly.
Jinx on me, Coke.
Exactly. They wanted to go, and they didn't because of people's opinions. And I was like, if I cared about people's opinions, I don't know if we'd even be doing this.
Well, how many times in your childhood did I tell you, like, if you want to play Barbies or whatever you're playing, if it still sparks joy and makes you happy, why would you not?
Well, that's the craziest thing.
You're only a child for a finite amount of time.
Yeah.
And
like, drag that out.
I really feel like nurturing that is what makes an adult like Tess, who feels like there is no limits. You know, take the risks, be creative,
have fun,
do the things that bring you a lot of pleasure and joy, and don't let anybody limit your potential or your potential for happiness.
Well, have we ever gone to, whether it's, Target, whatever the case may be, and not walked down the toy aisle?
No.
We're not shopping for anybody, but we're like, I need to see what's going on. If there was a Barbie,
did we look at the Legos?
We did,
like a couple times ago.
And I said,
what was one we loved? Oh, the Wednesday? No.
The Wednesday one was awesome. There was a new Harry Potter one that we were... I just can't remember which one. Oh, the Night Bus I've wanted for forever. But neither here nor there. We'll talk about
this at Christmas time.
Neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, that is definitely a takeaway. It's just like October is that time to like lean into... It's the beginning of many upcoming months. To lean into your childhood self and just let yourself enjoy it. Like, even if you historically were a Halloween lover and you lost that, like, I have these, that we're looking at them on my bar cart, like spooky glassware that I've asked for several birthdays or whatever over the years. And every time I drink out of it, glass of wine, whatever, I'm like, this is amazing. I feel so fun and cool and just, I'm elevating the day in the way that it wouldn't be if I didn't do this.
I spent a couple days this week pulling out my tomatoes because they were so done.
Rip.
I thank them for their service.
Thank you for your service.
Because they were so good to us over the summer. But I changed over my trugs to black pansies and the purple cabbages.
Yeah.
And put my black and white pumpkins in there. And I have these ceramic pumpkins that you can put the candles in. We have one of Jack's.
Cool. I love that one. You guys have probably seen that a million times, actually.
Yeah, on videos by our fireplace. But again, to Tessa's point, it's about when you revisit those traditions that just say, okay, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
Or you pull out that thing, whatever it is for you, that, like, there's so many things.
Yeah.
A book at Christmas that you read every Christmas Eve, or, that ceramic pumpkin that you look at when you're watching whatever.
You're like, oh my God.
Your favorite Halloween movies by the fire.
Yeah.
These things take you right back to these moments that made you so happy. And why wouldn't you do that if you could?
Well, we mentioned that in the last September with the pillow covers.
Which I'm still waiting on mine.
What? Well, it's got to come in the next...
Yeah, it's coming.
We've got time. We've got
it's
a little under a month.
Halloween.
Yeah. But that was kind of like... It was such a reminder of that, and something that my mom and I share.
For people who didn't see it before, we'll talk about the pillow covers just for a second.
Yeah, we got the...
1 second.
I had found...
60.
I found... You're making me nervous.
Yay.
I found these pillow covers on West Elm, which, if you know me, you know I'm a stan of West Elm. But they are these embroidered pillow covers that depict a scene from different seasons. And mine is townhomes in New York on Halloween with autumn trees and little kids trick-or-treating. And I saw it and I knew I had to have it. I was like, something about this just makes me so happy. And I mentioned it to Mom, and when I moved in here, it was obviously going on fall, or at least to me it was. And
you should go get it and show them.
She put it on, like, put the pillow in the cover and was like, have this moment about it.
Well, yeah, because spending time with Tess in New York, especially in the fall, I think fall is one of my favorite moments in New York.
Oh, yeah.
But this pillow cover just takes us right back. Like, people really
Look at how
work
cute.
hard in their row houses to decorate perfectly for fall.
Well, and I've
for,
been there-
for Halloween especially.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
There was only 1 year I was not home for Halloween. And
But
I did
you
see...
get to see all the stuff ahead of it.
Oh,
of course.
absolutely. But when I wasn't home for Halloween, I was obviously at the time in New York, and I got to see the trick-or-treating process. And it is just like that. These little kids all dressed up like they would be in any
Except they have
neighborhood.
to walk up several stairs.
And if the people are nice, they'll all sit on their like front
Lowest
stoop
front
kind
stoop.
of thing. But no, but the point of the pillow is that when Mom was putting it on my pillow and setting it in my chair, she had that moment of like, oh my God, I want to pull something out like this when I have fall. And they actually have one of those that is more of a
That's more urban.
suburban neighborhood. And she just got it. And the funny thing is, it's so not per her like interior style or something she might buy. But the point is that what connects here and the common thread is it just sparks joy, and who cares? Who cares if it like looks perfect to what you're trying to do, or like it makes sense to others or whatever. But Mom was like, I love it and I must have it. And I was like, exactly.
So it goes back. I'm probably beating a dead horse with this, but
We love beating a dead horse, like to death.
well,
So
I'm gonna beat it right now.
there we go. Sorry, horse.
Sorry, horse.
Rip.
But
Again.
in your home, in your life, you should have things that are useful or meaningful. And meaningful meaning, don't just go to some random place and pick up some artwork to throw it on your wall.
Yeah.
And again, back to our kitchen gadgets. You know, if it's not useful, if it's not something you reach for on the repeat, why do you have it?
Yeah.
So yes,
Like we would never get like an ice cream maker.
that.
There's no need.
Although I've thought about it, but yes,
Yeah,
you know,
same.
you have those whims. Like my husband, he would get it. He would get it.
And that's exactly why we're not getting it.
He would get it.
He would.
But again, the pillow cover was meaningful, and there's so many moments that we've shared. You know, skating at Rockefeller Center, and there's a pillow cover for that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Going, it's going skiing like in the winter, the long winter months that stretch out forever here in Cleveland. There's a pillow cover, skiers. I was like, well, that's what we do because
Yeah.
it makes us happy.
Well,
So
and
and it
that's-
just brings back a memory
Yeah.
and a feeling.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing. If you're gonna have stuff, at least
Have
have
stuff
them
that matters.
Yeah, have it that matters. And I think October is that moment where you really do kind of pull out some of those more just sparks joy things, because things are happening in the month. And
Well, and you
yeah.
spend more time inside, so you should be surrounded by things that matter.
Exactly. Like recently we went and this is always how it happens with my mom and I. We
I don't
went
know
out.
what you're gonna say.
I know.
She's gonna say.
We went out. Well, do you want to beat me to it?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
I thought you said you know what I'm going to say.
No, I said I don't know what she's gonna say.
Oh, I thought she said she did. She will once I say it. We went out to get pumpkins for my party and ended up filling the entire cart with pumpkins because we have no sense of control. And it was just one of those moments where we were like, I didn't intend on this being this. Like, I didn't intend on decorating my entire apartment today with all the pumpkins I'd have for the whole month. But we went, and it was just one of those, like, yeah, I need this. I need this in my space. This is going to speak to, like, the month ahead. This is going to bring me so much joy.
Well, it made me happy, too, because what you said about if you are having a Halloween party and you do all the work October 28th or 27th, to set up for this Halloween party. Then you have the party and you're like, okay, well, Halloween is done. Like,
and that's all this work I put in. Gone. I have to put away.
So for Tess has always liked to do a Halloween birthday, and this is something good to note because now her place is just set up with the vibe that she cherishes.
Oh yeah,
and she can enjoy it for more than just 3 days or a week. And I think it's just going to elevate the whole month for you.
Well, you know what's funny is even as you were saying that, I'm like, that's kind of what we do with Calendar Girls. It's like we allow ourselves, like this feels kind of selfish now that I think about it. We allow ourselves to start thinking about, dreaming about, getting excited for the month ahead. And this is just the beginning, and then we actually just get to do it, you know? And that's kind of the point. It's like, do something to allow yourself to really squeeze the most out of it. And like, whether it's having your Halloween party, who says you have to do it at the end of the month? Have it at the front, set it up, have your fun, and then enjoy it.
Well, there's no rule book.
There's no rule book, or like, you know, you can create these situations for yourself and say like, okay, well, it's November and I want an excuse to like clean house and practice ahead of, you know, if you are hosting Thanksgiving or whatever the case, like, who cares? The calendar does not control us. We control the calendar.
Yeah, and I like that. High fives.
That's kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We're saying, you know what? We're gonna tell ourselves when things start and finish.
Yes, and so we're also going to family weekend. All of us, every single one of us. So the 6 of us and the significant others are all going to my daughter's college to celebrate her family weekend on her request. And so we are going to be tailgating.
Very fall of us.
And the reason I thought of that is because we're going to be practicing a dip.
Practicing
this weekend.
Dip. Yes.
We're going to be practicing a dip. Remember I told you that
No,
today?
I remember. I just didn't know we had a date.
Makes perfect. We have a date.
What's the dip again?
It's a dip, honey.
Okay.
It's not that exciting, but... Well, it's
I'm
actually...
asking genuinely. I have no idea.
It's actually Meredith Hayden's mom's dip.
Oh!
It's her number one most requested recipe. And I'm like, well, if it's her number one most requested recipe, we must try it.
It's my number one most requested to be eaten recipe
It's
now.
also 3 ingredients, which speaks to Tess and I.
Oh, God, yeah.
Especially on a tailgate weekend.
Yep.
So we're gonna try it over the Browns game this weekend. So I'll let you know.
Speaking of which...
What?
The memory just popped in my head, which is so, like, one of my favorite October memories. So, Lily, the girl who's in college, my youngest sister, who we were going to the tailgate for, when she was still in high school, hosted a Halloween party at our house. So here's the problem. This was last minute. They were going somewhere else, and then they pivoted, and she was like, Mom, Dad,
we're
quick.
Desperate. Can we be at our house?
We have nowhere to go. We have all these friends who are looking for a plan. They obviously wanted to have fun, and they were like, can we come home to our house? And me and Mom, me having come home for the weekend from New York to enjoy a very wholesome Halloween, we're like, oh, I hate this plan. Because it's gonna be in our basement, and we had a fire lit. We're gonna make pizza, drink our red wine, and hand out candy. That was my vision.
You know, that romanticized Halloween that Moments is all about.
Exactly.
So
but another Moments thing is it never works out that way.
To a romanticized moment,
which is Moments, and so all these kids are coming over, and me and Mom are like sitting.
Which is pretty much always what Moments is.
Yeah, and we were sitting by the fire. We had started making this pizza.
Should I put on sunglasses? The reflection of the table.
I'm going to let you know the back of my neck is
this
wet.
Well, see?
So hot.
Making my seat forever.
So hot.
I've seen Morty.
But here's what happened. So all these kids are coming in, and I think my mom and I were just getting like a little anxious about the night because it was just like
it's getting louder.
It was getting really loud. They're playing like trap music. We're trying to listen to like soundtracks, Nightmare Before Christmas, Harry Potter, what have you. And
we were handing out candy. We were having a great night.
Yeah, like you go out and you're seeing these kids, and then you have these high schoolers walking up our driveway being like, we're coming for Lily, and we're like, ruining the vibe. But anyways, so we're really enjoying our wine, like really enjoying our wine. It's a saving grace of this evening. We're like, you know what? This pizza's going to be so easy. We already had the dough. It was rising. We just needed to put on the toppings, eat it, do our thing.
In our city, until trick-or-treating is over.
Yes.
Because it starts early and you need to be out there because the cutest ones, the littlest ones, are
right
out
off
there
the rip.
first.
Yeah.
But then you have to stay for the duration because it's
you don't want the
important.
older kids to feel left out.
No.
Because I remember we'd go through and I'm like, why is
So
everyone
we have
inside?
a dinner plan for after, and then we can just relax and,
have our night.
wind down.
And so when the trick-or-treaters are like winding down,
Story.
I think it's so pivotal to us. The trick-or-treaters are winding down.
It was the first and last time that this actually happened.
But that's why it's so funny. It's like so, like we're always so locked in, and this night it was just so chaotic. And it really was just kind of like, you know what, say lovey in a way. And so we go inside after the trick-or-treaters are done, and we put together this pizza. And we're like, amazing. Despite all odds, we've done it.
We've done it. We've
and
pulled
the
our night
music
together.
is still blaring in the
Thumping.
basement. And we keep looking at each other and we're like, we're going to make the most of this. We're going to make the most of this. And then we're eating our pizza, listening to our music, and just chit-chatting by the fire. It was fine. And I think we both just kind of looked at each other and we're like, we didn't put cheese on this
We
pizza.
forgot the cheese. Totally forgot the
And
cheese.
the pizza is pretty much like cheese. There's a base of tomatoes that you blister.
I mean, I'm sure there's
cheese.
But
herbs.
Pizza. Have you ever had pizza without cheese?
So we were eating kind of like marinated bread in a way.
Focaccia.
A bit of focaccia, unexpected focaccia.
Or flatbread.
Yeah, it was kind
Something
of
that.
like a bruschetta, if you will.
Yes, we're having bruschetta.
Like just bread and tomatoes. And we did not even know it. We were like, this is delicious. Then we were just like, oh. And we were crying, laughing about this because we were just like, this is the icing on top of the cake of a very questionable Halloween. But we did make the most of it, and it ended up being...
And the kids had fun.
The kids had so much fun.
Neighborhood kids had their candy. Kids in the basement did well.
I was a little like, this is not my circus, not my monkeys. Mom's like, this is my circus, this is my monkeys. They're both. But it is one of my favorite memories to recall because I'm just like, it was so funny that we were still just like, hey, at least we've got pizza. We handed out our candy and we had a good time throughout.
Yes.
Because I don't know where Dad was during that. He was like, maybe like...
Probably still out there waiting for the last straggler. Who knows?
And he's like, you ladies go inside. And we're like, we will. But it was one of those...
We've had a lot of great Halloweens.
Oh my God. And that's the craziest thing is like, still one on the horizon, coming very soon. And I'm actually, after we had my birthday party, and I felt like everybody... My brother dressed up as... What's his name?
Jimmy...
Angelo.
From
Practical Magic, because it was like Practical Magic themed. I'm really trying...
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Maggie. I'm really trying to get the group... Because I was always kind of the person to come up with the idea and just get the group to wear it. God bless them.
So just throw out some of the things you went as. Yes,
we were...
and Pirates of the Caribbean that year...
That was crazy.
Was great. It was pouring rain.
We had
been to Disney, and so they were so amped up about Pirates of the Caribbean, and we got them the pirate hats, and they were awesome because they actually held off the rain to the point where when they came home...
Where they were like waxy, so they like repelled
their heads down, and the water just poured off.
But the cool part about that, our costumes were super accurate because of those hats, and... We were also, on my iPhone 5, I had it in my pocket of whatever I was wearing, because I was Elizabeth, and in my pocket I had my iPhone 5 blaring the soundtrack, so it's pouring rain in the dark, and all you hear is like, and we were all just like, I don't think I've ever felt cooler in my entire life.
Yes. So what is the message in this?
The message in this is that this year I'm trying to do the same. And I really want the group of adults, everyone here is an adult, because the youngest is not even going to be here. Lily, unfortunately, said she was going to party.
Huge plans. And you know what? Good for her.
Good for her. However, I would really like to do Hocus Pocus this year. We've never done it before, and I would have loved Lily to be there because she could have completed the Hocus Pocus sister trio. Maybe we'll just bring Maggie in for that as like a sub kind of thing. But I would love to get the group on board. It's going to take a lot of work for me, and we're just going to figure out if I have the time to even rally the troops. But that's the dream. So
again, back to your point.
Yes.
Is as you can see, we're very invested in whatever October has to bring.
Yes.
And we hope you are too, because it's important. It's important to celebrate these moments. Life is short.
Yeah.
And, make the best of it. And just embrace whatever is important to you. And don't say, I'm too old, or I'm too tired, or I'm too busy, because you'll regret it.
Yeah, and you're just going to enjoy being able to, like, dive into the things about the month that make you happy and making the most of every day. And with that, I think, what is our October calendar? What do we have on the books to close us out here? I know I am so excited to actually, I know we said,
Literally.
move back. Do you think if you move back a little bit?
Oh, I'm better now.
Why don't
better
you just
now.
move back a little
No, I'm great. It's not my face anymore.
Okay, so now we're both sitting this way. So what happened to your left face angle?
Well, I forgot about that plan.
There we go.
I'll go like this.
You could also.
What do you guys think? You can vote.
You're in the sun.
Did I look better last time?
Guys, vote.
I'm going
Just
blind.
vote. Just vote. No, you're like moving more into it. There's a beam right here where my
I
body's blocking.
Okay, I was fine where I just was. But.
Well, I told you then. No, just move back because the beam is like here. Scoot the chair, please.
Okay.
It's like I had the right idea.
She had a great idea.
Back to what I was saying, our calendar for the month, I am so excited. I know we've already said we got our pumpkins, but those are not the real pumpkins, because we actually
we have to get our
pumpkins.
carving pumpkins.
And I have to go on the hayride. The hayride takes us through the most just rudimentary
So we've been going
scarecrow thing ever.
to this pumpkin farm since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.
And we all still, whoever's around still goes. And we are definitely the oldest. Like, I should have grandchildren. I would be okay on the hayride if I had grandchildren, but I don't.
It's like we're all waiting in line being like, wait your turn, to like a 5-year-old. We're like, buddy, we have next.
Yes, our butts are going in that hay. So,
take up, like,
time out, toddler.
6 like 2-year-old spaces on the hay.
I know, but are we still not like, oh my God, look at
the giant spider? We've seen the same thing over and over again. Or it's like they're like
27 years.
It's like you have like this just absolutely rotted seesaw. It's plastic. It looks like it's like a Fisher Price from somebody. And you've got these scarecrows, which it's just hand-me-down like clothing from Goodwill or something. And they're just like on the seesaw. It's so
nostalgic,
funny. It's so fun.
Okay, so
anyways,
that's on the calendar.
That's on the calendar. We always go to this one restaurant that has the cutest views. And this is a part, like, we'll go there prior to this, but Mom and I will go, have a glass of wine, sit and just, like, look at the fall foliage.
It overlooks the falls.
It's
awesome.
so pretty.
And when the leaves are all changing, it's spectacular.
And I just love going out there and just, like, having the moment.
And I think on my October calendar are grabbing those last few moments for outdoor dining anywhere.
Yes.
Because it's like, I love being outside all summer, but there's something about fall too.
Totally.
And October especially, because now you've got, like, literally the world is, like, turning colors around you.
Well, and the temperature is, like,
it's
so
mild.
It's so
and then
great.
you can wear that cozy sweater. And you can sit out and dine.
Be out
so we have
a little bit.
like, destinations we're I am, for sure, looking forward to hitting.
Totally.
A few last boat days.
Well, it's just wild for me, because I'm like, what do I do in October? Because this is the first October in...
You've been in suburbia.
So I was gone for 4 years, home for 1, gone for 4. So, like, we'll say 8 to 9 years consecutively actually enjoying it. Full time. And it's crazy, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, the world is my oyster. There are tons of things to do, but, like, my brain is not coming up with them. I'm like, Halloween and going to that one spot, which are 2 things that would be crammed into one tiny weekend.
Fit so many things.
Oh my gosh, I know. And I'm like, we've already done so many
together, which we're going to do tonight.
What do you think is our favorite, like, as far as food and recipes go, which all of these topics will be explored in the mini-series that you've already watched at this point, but go back and watch it if you haven't. Food and recipe wise and drinks wise, what do we think we're really looking forward to in October? Like something that is such like an October meal that we might make outside of October, but this is like the time we're really.
Oh my gosh! Well, I don't know, but what I do know is
I don't know. Anyways,
I just saw a recipe for pumpkin. What the heck?
Oh, I have something after this. You go first.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
So it's pumpkin.
It was something pumpkin. It was something we always make, but it's a pumpkin version. So just stay tuned. I can't remember what it is.
Well, we did that, and this was going to be my comment.
Well, not the ala vodka.
I was going to say the
Well,
ala vodka,
this is
though.
different, though, and Tess, you will love it, because it was like, oh my gosh, I never considered about making this pumpkin. So I sent it to you. I DM'd it to you today.
Oh, we made it for a partnership that we had done, the pumpkin ala vodka, and it like changed our life.
Yeah, but this is a new one for something else pumpkin.
Yeah.
That we add pumpkin to, and
So I think
excited
pumpkin,
to
I
try
guess,
it.
is what we're saying. Is like we're really
Yes,
excited to make. We should make the pumpkin ala vodka, though.
Yes. Well,
It's great. It's just a little sweeter than regular ala vodka, which we were pleasantly surprised about, actually, when we made it. Yeah.
Well, then it's got all like the fall ingredients, like
what
sage.
did we make with the pumpkin puree that we got the vat of pumpkin puree for?
Was it pumpkin ravioli? No?
Well, that was what when we made the pumpkin puree, but that wasn't for the vat of pumpkin. Maybe we were making like muffins or something. I don't know.
We've made so many recipes, they all kind of...
Yeah, but this was like during the pandemic too. It's like we had needed pumpkin puree. This was like the only one on the shelves, which clearly we knew a lot of people were baking during the pandemic. That was like what people were doing. So we go in, we're like, all right, let's take a piece out of their book. You know, let's get a tiny little pumpkin. We only needed a cup. The only thing they had, and I will include a picture because it's hilarious. I wish I put my hand up for scale, but just know it was this big.
It totally
of
was.
Pumpkin puree, and we were like,
it was a kick.
No one else, I don't know if we had been somewhere else and they didn't have it, or we just didn't have the energy. Could have been either. But I am excited to make the pumpkin ravioli. I am also excited. I'm trying to think. Obviously, every month is a pizza month.
Halloween.
I was just going to say that. Every month is a pizza month, but pizza on Halloween we're absolutely doing. And it's probably the butternut squash pizza, which you have seen online.
Probably is.
It's so good for this time of year.
Fall.
It's so good.
It's just something to look forward to.
Yeah.
We sip some red wine while we're handing out the candy.
Well, that was what I was going to say, too.
In moderation.
In moderation, which we always do, but that night we were under a bit of stress.
Stressful night.
But I will say there was a... like the Lambrusco spritz, I'm interested in maybe trying this month. I don't know if that's a this month or more of like a November kind of Thanksgiving
vibe. That would be
great.
Well, that would be good too.
We love our spritzes, and we've recently become fans of Lambrusco, and I'm like, love.
Right.
So I'd be interested to try that, but I'm also ready to just get back into red wine. Weirdly, I feel like I'm always craving it around this time of year, and I haven't been. I don't know why. I mean, I normally oscillate a little bit, and I'm not normally a white wine person, but like something has kind of shifted recently, and I'm like, I'm ready to get back into my reds.
Yeah, I'm a seasonal, seasonal for sure.
Absolutely.
And then definitely what I'm eating dictates what I'm drinking.
But we recently had discovered that like the red wine should be, in the fridge 5 minutes before you drink it kind of thing. So like more chilled and then get to room temperature.
Unless you have like a wine cellar that keeps it perfect all the time, which we do not.
You know, we should build that in the basement.
Yes, goals.
That would be great, yeah.
All right, so should we wrap this?
I think we should wrap this. I think we've spoken about...
So we've talked about everything we're looking forward to for October.
Activities, food, beauty, fashion, home. Was there anything else for the home? No. Not really.
No.
No, I think we...
Mise en place.
Mise en place. And we also... Mise
en place.
Mise en place. I was like, we just learned how to say that and messing it up. No, I think we're set. I mean, I've had a blast. You will have, obviously, as I said before, seen the whole mini-series prior to this. So hopefully this kind of emphasized that a bit for you, and you're ready to dive into October. I know we are, and we have been at this point of you seeing this. But we're so excited that you joined us.
Have a wonderful month.
Yeah, have a great month.
Embrace it.
We'll see you
again.
And
we'll see you in November.
In November. Enjoy Halloween. You'll see us at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Should we have a different sign off? We had a sign off.
What
Should we
was
just
it?
say this has been Calendar Girls with Kim and Tess?
Oh, thanks for joining us for this edition of Calendar Girls.
Yeah. Okay. And then should I say with Kim and Tess, or just say?
Yeah, with Kim and Tess.
Okay. You go.
Thanks for joining us for this edition, the October edition of Calendar Girls.
With Kim and Tess.
See you later.
Bye. Yeah, I liked that.